turned around and, apologizing, said that there was no hurry and would not wait for him. Comanche was simply in shock and was already silent. And then the racer ran to his beloved and jumped to her. Lloyd was just about to look there and heard a question from there about whether she would marry him. Sharon began to cry with happiness. She hugged her lover, jumping on him. Her father watched this with a happy look. But then the leader's daughter hugged her newly made man and announced to everyone that now he was her man. They both smiled and looked at the hero. He in turn covered himself with a t-shirt and smiled softly. Under the moonlight stood a tent. In it sat centaurs in black. The boy was watching the older man and he said that there was no other way out. He stood up and said that they were getting a divorce with the strictest look. The tired girl looked at him and said that she agreed because she also did not know what to do next. The stadium was noisy. Words about the last race were heard from there and the name of this duel became. The couple was warming up and the announcer said that their name is Darling, we cannot be together anymore. The judge shot a stone from a slingshot and told them to go to the start. The hero was surprised to see this and asked what kind of name it was, to which his friend said that he seemed not to know because he was resting, and this had become a new trend in the tribe. She smiled while chewing a blade of grass and said that everyone had become so addicted to the feeling of racing around the track that they began to come up with any reason for a duel, and the most common one was divorce and remarriage. Then the protagonist looked at her skeptically and she continued, saying that after the accident stopped, everyone got into the swing of things, and by and large, it made no difference who got divorced how many times, and Lloyd at that moment was thinking that this really was the craziest race he had ever seen. And then the chief's daughter handed him a scroll and told him to take it. She pretended to smoke a blade of grass and said that he had solved their speed problem and that this was a map with the location of the promised topo. The hero very quickly stole the reward and said that he had not done anything outstanding, but would still overcome his shame and accept it, to which she said that he was truly the most shameless person in the world. But then he was interested in the words that he had no shame or conscience at all. After that, the dark-haired girl smiled and said that they had acquired